The man in the shadow. They say that everyone has seen him at least once in their life. That fleeting figure you glimpse out of the corner of your eye, only to turn and find nothing there. The man in the shadows. I thought he was just an urban legend, something people whispered about in late night conversations to scare each other. But then I started seeing him. It began a few months ago. In my new apartment, I would be brushing my teeth or reading in bed, and I'd catch a glimpse of movement just outside my line of sight. At first, I ignored it. I told myself it was just my imagination, or maybe a trick of the light. But then, one night, I saw him fully. I had been lying in bed, half asleep, when I felt a strange heaviness in the room. I opened my eyes, and there he was, standing in the far corner, just outside the glow of my bedside lamp. He was tall, with limbs that seemed too long, and a face that was lost in shadow. I froze, hoping that if I stayed still, he would disappear, but he didn't. He just stood there, silent and still, watching. Eventually, I fell asleep from sheer exhaustion, but when I woke up, he was gone. I tried to convince myself it was a dream, but every night after that, he would return, always in the same spot, always watching. One night, I decided I'd had enough. I gathered the courage to sit up and speak. "What do you want?" I whispered, my voice trembling. For a moment, there was silence, and then, in a voice that sounded like dry leaves scraping against pavement, he answered, "I'm waiting." The words sent a chill down my spine. Waiting? For what? I asked, but he was already gone. After that, he got closer each night. First, he was at the foot of my bed, then, standing beside it. And last night, I woke up to find him crouched, right next to me, his face inches from mine. This time, I could make out more details: hollow eyes, a mouth twisted in a grin that stretched to wide. "I'm waiting for you to see me," he whispered, and then he faded, leaving the room darker than before. Now, every time I close my eyes, I feel him closer, like he's slipping into my mind. I see him in every shadow, lurking just beyond my vision. I don't know how much longer I can avoid him, because each time I blink, he's closer than the last, and I think, soon, I'll finally see him.